What's up, guys? My name is Tanner McGrath. I cover college hoops here at the Action Network. Happy Friday. I'm here to give you my two favorite college basketball plays for tonight's slate. So let's get into it. All right, we're going to start with Kent State -6.5 versus South Dakota State. 7 p.m. game. That line is on FanDuel. I'm going back to the well, fading South Dakota State. You could say it's a buy low spot for the Jackrabbits, but I'd still make this line 9, and I hate the matchup. Everyone thought Eric Henderson would keep the Jackrabbit engine running, but things are clearly not running without Baylor Shireman and Douglas Wilson. The Jackrabbits have lost 3 of the last 4 and also picked up an uninspiring neutral court victory over Valpo. The biggest issue is ball handling. The Jackrabbits are 358th in offensive turnover rate, and they're just not making shots. Also, 38th percentile in spot-up points per possession so far, and not crashing the offensive boards, getting no putback points. 361st in offensive rebounding rate. This game sets up exactly like the James Madison game. The Jackrabbits had 10 assists, 21 turnovers, shot 8 for 25 from 3, and lost by 19 because James Madison's shot makers got out in transition and dominated. And guess what? Kent State is 6th in defensive turnover rate. The Golden Flashes got out in transition a lot. They rank in the 88th percentile in transition points per possession this year. And the offense is run by likely MAC Player of the Year, Sincere Carey, who can make shots, carve up defenses with the best guards in the nation. While South Dakota State transition defense has been horrendous this season, ranking in the 31st percentile in points per possession allowed, plus it's just a good situational spot, Kent State just lost back-to-back, including a really hard-fought game against number 1 Houston, where they led late. And while both teams have huge upcoming games, Kent State plays Gonzaga on Monday. South Dakota State plays in Kent, Ohio on Friday night, then gets on a plane and plays Alabama in Tuscaloosa tomorrow night. It's a bad matchup. Tough schedule spot. I'm fading the Jackrabbits tonight, and I'll probably fade them tomorrow night. For our second pick, we're going to go with East Carolina -2.5 versus Campbell. It's also 7 p.m. game on FanDuel. I hate to fade our Fighting Camels, but I'm way too excited to back Pirate guard Javon Small. Keep your eye on this guy. He's a playmaking machine. 18.8 points per game, 5.3 assists per game, 125 offensive rating while ranking top 40 nationally in assist rate. I also feel great about his dribble penetration and shot-making abilities against a rather ineffective Camels perimeter defense. For example, the Camels have trended as a horrendous pick-and-roll defense under Kevin McGeehan over the past few seasons. And new ECU head coach Mike Schwartz has been running plenty of pick-and-roll with Small. The Pirates rank in the 96th percentile in pick-and-roll points per possession with Small on the ball. Moreover, Mike Schwartz comes over after being an assistant with Rick Barnes at Tennessee. And so the Pirates are going to run a typical volunteer defensive scheme. Tough on-ball defense, run guys off the perimeter, dictate shots really well. And that plays really well against Campbell. They're 238th in offensive turnover rate this season. So I feel great about Small's dribble penetration carving up Campbell's interior defense while the Campbell guards flail against a volunteer-inspired defense. It's also a great bounce-back spot for ECU. Just grabbed back-to-back games while Campbell comes off an overtime win over Stetson. Feel free to play the Pirates on the money line, anywhere up to a 4.5 point favorite, and then check back in to our YouTube channel for more daily action picks.